Hello there, welcome to Talking Music, and hello from the attic again. Well, a very big box has arrived for me to open, so I'm just going to get the scissors, so always be careful with scissors and all that. I have absolutely no idea what's in this. This is another intriguing one. I'm just going to cut down the middle. It's a very large box, but I've got to pick up my son Eric from a birthday party, so I've got a little bit of time. But look at this. This is a big box. I mean, it looks vinyl shaped, but I've absolutely no idea. I'm just going to open up. Need to open up another corner. It's like Christmas, isn't it? There we go. Now I can get into it. So, okay, let's have a look. See what's inside. I'm going to go like that. Brrr, I turned away, and it is. Oh my God! Now this will be interesting, because my good friend, I know Paul Coates Black, has got one of these to review as well. So we're going to, well, I think we should definitely compare reviews on this. Obviously, the Travis had a massive album years ago. One of my favourite albums is The Man Who. Great album. And this is Travis's latest one, 10 songs. And it's got a red album vinyl and a blue album demos vinyl. It's a deluxe edition. I really don't want to open that. That looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? So that is great. We're going to have a look at that. I'm going to give that a play. But do you know what? I think you want to see inside it, don't you, really? Should we have a look inside it? Why not? Let's have a look inside it. I'm just going to... I will go inside the cellophane and see, show you what it's inside. Yes, there we go. Da 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 da. This is what a glorious. Love the artwork. You can see the pocket on the denim jacket there, but there you go. So that's the inside sleeve there. Just hold that up. That big you can't see it. And then 2 discs. So if I go like this, there's disc. I'm presuming this is disc 1. That is absolutely brilliant. Love the hour there. 10 songs. You see how it says there, 10 songs? That is glorious, isn't it? That is so nice. With the lyrics on, of course. And then I'll show you the disc 2. Oh, so I'm just going to pull that out like that. And look at that. That is delightful, isn't it? And this is 10 demos to accompany the first disc. Well, we're going to give that a spin. I'll let you know my thoughts on that. Here is what me and Paul thought.
Good afternoon, I'm Paul Coates Black. Thank you for joining me here on Talking Music with Chris Benson. I'm here today to review Travis's 10 songs. So some of you may recall this was an album received a couple of weeks ago. No idea what current material from Travis sounds like, because I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've heard from them, despite the fact they have done a number of albums since their mainstream success. So at the time the album arrived, it of course was in shrink wrap, like many are nowadays. I managed to peel off the sticker and get that onto the main bit of the vinyl, and straight away I've transferred it. It's a beautiful gatefold sleeve. So on the front you've got the standard cover, on the back you've got the song titles, and in the middle you've got a picture of the band along with what's that say? Write something. So that's the artwork. Should also point out that this is the deluxe version, so you get the red album, which is got the lyrics across both sides of the sleeve, and it is a beautiful red LP. But then you also get, let's put that to one side, a blue album, which is demos. So it's the same 10 tracks recorded in the same order on a beautiful blue vinyl. So that's the deluxe version of the CD. So Travis, they're of course a name known to many, especially thanks to the mainstream success at the end of the last century and the start of this one from the 2 albums. The Man Who, which featured the singles Driftwood, Why Did It Always Rain on Me, Turn and Writing to Reach You, and the other one being The Invisible Band, which featured Sing, Side and Flowers in the Window. Since the release of the latter album in 2001, Travis has released 6 further albums, including the current one, 10 songs, only one of which didn't reach the UK's top 5. 10 Songs was originally released in physical form in October of 2020 on LP, CD and cassette as well as the deluxe LP that we have here, and also a deluxe CD. Now, having not listened to Travis a great deal over the last 20 years, my memory of the band was it was generally that they were quite melancholy in nature, with a number of the tunes being rockier. So, bearing that in mind, I decided to revisit the two albums I've previously mentioned to get a flavour for the band again before listening to 10 songs. So, how does 10 songs compare to previous albums? Well, it's fair to say that continuing down the line of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This album sounds identical in the style to that of previous albums. However, personally, I don't see that as a bad thing, on the basis that what they do well. And unlike some bands who will do similar, they don't do it as effectively. Travis do so very well. The fact the album reached number 5 on the UK album chart suggests I'm not alone in that thinking either. They might not achieve the same airplay as they did 20 years ago. However, you can put the album on and simply enjoy it as great music. It's well written and it's well performed. To that effect, it's an album I can easily see me playing on a regular basis. You listen to some artists where you don't know the artist or song that well, you don't get anything from the music, so therefore it just sits on the shelf, you never listen to it again. I'd compare this to an experience I had over 20 years ago where I went to see Elton John in concert. Now, I'm ashamed to say he's a musician at the time that I didn't know a great deal of his back catalogue, or certainly the material he was putting out at that time. But seeing him on stage, his musicianship won me over. This album is like that. It's a great album with the same mixture of styles. From the tracks that are melancholy, A Million Hearts and Nina's Song, you know, the ones where you'd wave the torch on your phone in the air, much safer than the cigarette lighters that we used to do, to those that are rockier in nature, Waving at the Window, Valentine, and A Ghost, and demanding a sing-along songs such as like Why Does It Always Rain on Me? One of the surprises on the album is the beautiful track The Only Thing, which is a duet with Suzanne Hoffs of the Bangles. This reflects the conversation between two lovers. Other favourites are Nina's Song with its swirling strings, carrying the songs to a beautiful crescendo. A Ghost starts off with minimum instrumentation, supporting Fran's voice, with the band building up gradually till the refrain prior to the chorus, where it then rises further before climbing back down, before starting the same journey again. The strings feature again alongside the band in Kissing in the Wind, with the two complementing both each other and the lyrics beautifully. A song that, if they take the strings on the road with them, will be beautiful performed live with couples hand in hand swaying along. The album's lyrics cover a range of emotions, from sadness in the line when I held you, it was the only thing, so why am I blue, to that of someone drifting through life, and you can't see the wood for the trees, even when all the leaves are gone, and the loss of a parent. How can losing one leave you half as strong? For me, 10 Songs is an album that should be listened to in full, not selecting individual tracks. It starts up-tempo with a rap on the drums on Waving at the Window. The tracks are then structured perfectly to keep the listener enthralled throughout until the final fade out from the synth on No Love Lost. So on to the demos. So the second disc, it's always interesting to see the journey a song makes from composition to final recorded version. I have a number of albums where there is a second disc of demos, many of which are just a shortened version of the track and a much rougher cut. I'll play it once out of curiosity, but then just sit on the shelf. I will never listen to it again. On this album, you've got all the tracks recorded in the same order as on the actual main album. And looking at the lyric sheet accompanying the main album, most of the lyrics are complete at this stage, with the changes being made musically in the studio and the addition of Suzanne Hoffs, of course, following these recordings. Of course, technology had changed over the years, meaning many of these demos were presumably recorded by the band using online technology in order to be able to record together from different parts of the world. Naturally, recognising Fran Healy's voice, knowing he wrote the tracks, confirms his involvement in this. There's no sleeve notes to the album to confirm who plays the instruments. Again, it could be Fran, it could be the other members of the band. For me, as a casual Travis fan, I'm glad to have this version and see it as like Travis Unplugged or acoustic, and I'd happily listen to it again. If you're a fan of the band and wonder whether the demos are worth it, it's a resounding yes. As a casual fan like me, I'd still suggest it being worth it. As a deluxe LP, some people are not fans of coloured vinyl, suggesting it decreases the quality of the music. I don't have an expensive turntable. The music sounds wonderful. More could possibly have been done with the packaging, as it's just the two sleeves, as we saw, containing the vinyl and a gatefold sleeve. However, when you consider the album came out October 2020, in the midst of a global pandemic, I've no complaints. 10 Songs by Travis is available now on LP, CD and cassette, as well as on deluxe LP and CD, both of which feature the tracks in demo form. The coloured vinyl reviewed here is available from Travis's website, that's travisonline.com, as is the cassette and standard CD. The deluxe CD is available from Amazon. Travis take the album on a tour of the UK throughout May, and some festival dates are already confirmed for the summer. Tickets are available direct from the Travis website, travisonline.com. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again soon.
Thanks to Paul Coates Black there for that fantastic review, and it is a brilliant album. It is an absolutely brilliant album. And what I liked about it is that you got the demos LP alongside the original one, which is kind of unheard of, very rare at least. Normally, kind of retrospectively, you might get a bonus special edition of an album that years later with B-sides and unreleased material, that kind of thing. But to get it on the time of the release, for that instant comparison, it's kind of unheard of, isn't it? So I really applaud Travis for that. Now, Waving at the Window, I would say, is my favourite track off the album. That's just my favourite, but it just gives the album such a great start. And I would say that the first side, for me, is the strongest of the two on the LP. But it's a brilliant album, and I just know, like a bit like Robert Plant with the last album I did, I just know it's going to be one of those albums I just keep revisiting and playing. It's just so strong. And if anything, it's just made me want to go and revisit more of Travis's back catalogue, because I know I've not got all of their material. So definitely want to explore. But once again, thanks to Paul Coates Black. Hope you've enjoyed this Talking Music review. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll be back with more Talking Music reviews shortly. Bye for now.